Hi my clever clay creators, welcome back. I'm Trace at TJ's Clay Creations. I wanted to show you my space. I really haven't done a great deal of pottery. As you would have seen in my first video, I had done the reveal of this Cosmo teapot. That's still to go and be bisqued. So today or this weekend I've spent some time sorting out my space. I am very limited. My husband very graciously has given me a corner of his garage, well, a couple of years ago. And as we all know, pottery has a way of expanding. So bit by bit, I've kind of taken more and more space to the point where I now need more space. So we're looking at doing some further renovations and building a pottery studio of my own. That way I'm not in his space. My stuff also isn't getting covered by dust and dirt from his workshop space. And I'll have a lot more space, hopefully be able to get my own kiln. Although I do love going up to Nat's and doing kiln unloads up there, so that probably won't change a great deal. Who knows, she might even come down and we'll do them in my space instead. But that's a little ways off yet. I've got to get plans into council, which our council's a bit slow. So it takes about 3 months to get approvals through before I can even start building. So hopefully this time next year I will have my own studio space. So before we get into showing you my space, which is behind me, I just wanted to say I am absolutely blown away by all of the support from you guys. And I know that I have said that on Nat's channel, but we did a kiln unload yesterday. And again, Nat, massive shout out to Nat at Mud Magic for all of her support and her encouragement for me to get on this side of the camera, which is not my comfort zone. I'd much rather be the voice behind the camera rather than in front of it. But, you know, I couldn't do that forever. I needed to put my big girl panties on and get on this side of the camera. But she did put a push out to you guys, for just 5 more subscribers so I could get over my 100. And thanks to you guys, I did. Like, I'm absolutely blown away that I've actually got 100 subscribers. Thanks to you guys and all of the support and love that you give. It does make being on this side of the camera just a little bit easier. So let's get into it and I'll show you my space. So hopefully I don't knock the camera over. So as I said, I'm just going to unplug you. Oh, excuse the fingers. Actually, maybe I won't unplug you. As I said, I started off initially with just the wheel and the desk. And that was shoved over right in the corner. It was kind of a little bit hard to I had to step over my seat, which I still do the way I've got it set up currently at the moment. But it was a lot more squashed. And as I said, pottery has a way of expanding. So it's kind of gone from that to my desk to then storage containers. As I said, I'm very lucky that my husband, sorry, I'm just going to unclip you from the stand, that my husband had given me the space and the encouragement as well to, get to enjoy the pottery. Like, I just love it. I've got the bug, same as Nat got the bug. I am finding it a little bit hard to get motivated to get back into it. But, once I get back on the wheel, and I think Nat and I have a coil building class next Sunday. And we've also booked into a term class for hand building. So I think once we start that, I'll get my mojo back and I'll really get stuck back into it. But anyway, let me explain my space a little. So I bought shelving just from our local hardware store, Bunnings. And then I got a shower curtain, which I can pull across to stop, not so much moisture, but to stop dust from getting in. As I said before, my husband, he builds guitars and he's helping our son restore his car as well. So there's lots of sanding that goes on in this space. I've also got a drop cloth up there that I throw over my tools and space, because as we know, it's bad enough having to clean up at the end of having a day doing pottery. but it's even worse when you've got to clean up first before you can start. So I've spent the time, which is why I thought I'll do the video now, because it's nice and clean. I know that it still looks like a jumbled mess because I've got lots of tools in everywhere. I've got, you know, brushes and scissors and all sorts of stuff, and then my everyday tools when I am throwing. And then the little trestle tables, I've got that one, and I've got a second one that I've just got stored there, which when I get into doing some hand building, I'm hoping I can use that to be rolling out the slabs of clay. Once I get my studio built, I will be buying a slab roller just to make life a lot easier, but until then, you know, I've just got the trestle tables. And then I've just got a few tubs as well. So I did make a wet box, which I never thought I would use, but and I'm not sure how well it's going to work. The 2 mugs and the 2 handles that you can see in there, I've only put them in there today. I had thrown them back in January before I had all my back issues. So they are really bone dry. So I'm just hoping that, you know, with the condensation with the wet box, that they will moisten up just enough, or rehydrate is probably a better word, just enough to be able to get the handles on them. If not, well, they'll be cups and I'll still decorate them. They won't go to waste, but I thought I'd give it a go, get the handles on if I can. The top tub, just if I want to slow dry stuff. The next one down is full of foam, so I use that to take my bisqueware, which I will be putting my teapot and bits and pieces into that to travel up to Nats next week, so that they can be bisque fired. Outside of the teapot, I've also got just a straight ward bowl, which I've done for my dog. I have a little black cavoodle. She's very, very adorable. She's 14, so she's starting to get a little bit older, and I know she's not going to be around forever, which I don't want to talk about. And I've got some little turtles. This little Lego lady, Lego chick, was a present from Nat. She got one for Karen at Barehead Pottery as well. So I thought, you know, it's about time that she made an appearance on YouTube as well. And then ages ago, I slip past this man. I don't know what it is about him, but I find him really interesting. So I wanted to slip cast him and paint him. This is my second attempt. So first one, slip cast, started underglaze paint before he had been bisqued, and of course I broke him. And then while I was cleaning up today, I broke him again. So I've broken his arm and his walking stick off, which is exactly the same spot that I broke it last time. So I'm hoping that I can, you know, bisque fix, refire. I was planning on rebisquing him anyway, so that I'm going to underglaze paint him and then rebisque. Then I was just going to do like a bit of antique wash over the top, and then refire. So in amongst all of that, I'll try some bisque fix, or if you guys have any suggestions maybe that I could do to glue his arm back on. If not, well, I might just round it off as a stub. He's like chopped it off in a, I don't know, some accident, but that's a bit gruesome. So maybe I won't do that. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me again. I do appreciate all the support. For anyone who hasn't obviously always just joined my channel, please like and subscribe, because obviously it does help. And I will see you again hopefully soon. Bye.